Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be running a script with the hopes of finding some sort of seasonality on market bottoms by analyzing the top 50 drawdowns of the S&P 500. What I'm trying to find here is if the market's going to bottom in any month, what month will it be most likely to happen? So here's some of the packages we're going to require. I'm going to start off by getting some stock data from Yahoo Finance. So here I'm assigning my ticker. If you want to analyze a different symbol, just place the ticker in this line. And we're going to get some data starting from the 1920s. I'm trying to get as much data as possible. After we get our data, I'm going to extract the adjusted closes. And I'm going to use that to calculate our daily returns by using ROC. So I'm going to run these lines. Now, by passing in our adjusted returns, I'm going to calculate the top 50 drawdowns during that time period. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the drawdowns. So this is our table of drawdowns. If you see any NAs, that's because that's the most current drawdown. All right, now we're going to use this table and I'm going to focus on this trough column. I'm going to pass in all of these dates, which are the dates where the market bottomed. And I'm going to count the number of times we bottomed out for each month. So here in our script, I'm going to use lapply and pass in 1 through 12, which represents the months, into this function. If we open this up, for each of the months, we're going to subset all the instances in our drawdowns table. So for example, if we pass in 12, it'll subset all Decembers in our drawdowns table. I'm going to format that date and return a 3-letter month so that we can keep a tally for each of these months. I'm going to count the number of instances by counting the number of rows. And then I'm going to find the average, the max drawdown, and the min drawdown, and return all this data as a data frame. Let's minimize this and run it. We'll take a look at table. As you can see from this table, the number that pops out is in October, having 11 cases where the market bottomed for the top 50 worst drawdowns in the S&P, which is almost double the next highest, which is June. Statistically, if the market's going to bottom, it will most likely be in October. Let's plot the number of instances for each month as a bar plot. So I'll go ahead and run line 29 and we'll go ahead and take a look at the plot. Now, if we were to pick any month out of the year to find a market bottom, it will most likely be October. Next in line would be June. And it's quite interesting to see that in June of this year, we hit a temporary bottom and then the market rallied for about 17%. And now we're back hitting those lows. So we can take a look at all of the October instances. So I'll go ahead and close this out. I'm going to add the abbreviated month to our drawdowns table in line 32. I'm going to add the percentage return, trough to recovery for each of our drawdowns by subsetting each of the rows in our drawdowns table from the trough date to the recovery date. So I'm going to go ahead and run that block. And I'm also going to add the multiple by using the length in days that it took to recover compared to the number of days it took to hit the trough. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. And if we take a look at our drawdowns, here we'll subset for October. All right, so here we have all of our 11 instances where we have our recovery return, which is the return of buying the trough and selling when we close our drawdown. We also have our multiple, which is the recovery in days divided by the length it took to hit the trough to kind of get an expectation of how long it might take for us to recover. So for this first instance, we see that it almost took twice as long to recover than it took for us to hit the trough. So there is a notable difference of when markets bottom throughout the year. I do believe that there's more downside to be had, and we still have 2 more weeks left in this month. So we'll see how this plays out for this month. I believe that November and December will be more relaxed, but we'll see what happens. Well guys, this concludes the video. I hope this was useful information. I'll leave a link down in the description area of the video to my Patreon where you can find the script. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.